So, Semifinal 2 is starting now with a banger of a match. We have Lars TM, a very good driver. We have GranaDy, a very good driver. We have Marius, a very good driver. And we have Insane, also a very good driver. Yeah? They have all something in common. They're all from Germany, from my country. And now they're battling out for 2 spots in the grand final who will accompany Elcon and also Worka to the grand final. We will see. We will find out now. I'm gonna note down the map order now. So we will start with map 2. Let's see what else comes after that. But yeah, warm-up has ended. Somewhat. Yo, Nick. So good luck. First round is starting. Let's go. Let's go actually with GranaDy here. Is my appearance here, or my perception that he is the favorite, or one of the favorites of this tournament. So the wheel player from Germany also did a podcast with NMD very recently. So one of the uprising stars in Trackmania. Also a good section here for him. Very, very smooth driving, and he's about to clock in the first 10-pointer to his account, and this looks like a good time here. Let's see, will it be a 43 point something? Yeah, a 43.55. Then Marius and Lars both with a 44, and also Insane with a 44, but with a 0.7, only sufficient enough to get himself 3 points. So GranaDy with 10 points onto his account, Marius in second. So top 4 is German here. Insane, man. German top 4. See, is everything perfect? All good, all good. Okay, Lars. Good line. Very tight here between Insane, Marius, and Lars. Insane with the earlier release. Lars with a good drift as well as Insane. Lars gets a better apex though, so he is now up in first. Where is Marius and where's GranaDy? Oh, Insane. All of them with a very good line. This is a super close battle here for that first place. Who will take more risks in the ending? Lars looking strong here to take that. Oh, Lars jumps super far, but still remains in lead with a 44.10. So good time. I thought it was a 43, but still a very close round. Every play in between 0.3 of a second. And Lars will go home with a 10-pointer and thus will go over into the lead. So very spicy already, as GranaDy catches a really good start, as well as Lars in that third round. Oh, but GranaDy with a mistake here. That was not good. And also it seems that Ins is also super far behind. So not looking good for GranaDy and Ins here, as we have Lars and Marius in the lead. Lars with a good line here, but Marius got a little bit better as it seems. And is now on the lead with 0.1 of a second. Let's follow Marius here. We could have seen, or we can see Lars there. It is pretty nice that they have a close battle, but Marius will remain in the lead. Goes up, or goes up to the left finish. So very greatly done by him. Lars in second, then we have GranaDy in third, being 0.1 behind. Comes a bit closer, or came a bit closer towards Lars. And then there's Insane, who has to settle down again with a bad placement. It's now only up to 10 points and loses slightly more and more ground. Now Marius with a beautiful nose slide. This is how you should do it. Perfect line here from Marius. Greatly done. And I exactly wanted to add this nose slide. So great section by him. He has accumulated a lead of 0.2 of a second. So this is a good lead, but not to say without GranaDy, who is a very fast player. I would say even the fastest from those players here, who can push it the most, but in this round it looks like Marius will take it. GranaDy with a good apex comes close to 0.1 away from Marius here. But it will be Marius. No, yes, he will be in the lead, but 16 thousandths of a second. But what a close round here, especially between Marius and GranaDy, but also Lars, who was only 0.15 away, or 0.16 to be exact, from that second place. And this concludes the first map. We're gonna go to the next map, which is map 3. Yo, thanks, Nick. I really appreciate that. So, next map is coming up now. The question is, who will be the best player here? I've seen GranaDy, who has driven WR in this track, but now it's already outdated. But still, a 0.68 is a very good time here on the locals. I'm not sure if his Twitter clip is still WR, but it might be. Okay, then Marius is in local 5, Insane, and Lars in local 7 and 8. So they have to shine with consistency, but maybe they have learned something from the other players concerning some lines. For example, the dirt line here, and also the ending, which you can take very wide in order to accumulate a lot of speed. Like GranaDy is doing here, just a tap drift. So we'll find out. Maybe they can adapt their gameplay. And yeah, let's go. Second map. The third map. Let's go. Ins with a good start though, and GranaDy with a very good turn, transfers a lot of speed in this section. Marius and Lars are a little bit further behind. By a little bit, Lars is 2 seconds behind and Marius half a second. So that's still something, right? And Ins and GranaDy both deciding not to go over the sand. That slows you down. They go over the dirt, and GranaDy takes over the lead with a beautiful exit here, and also a release there, and not a drift or anything like that. So good speed for him. Let's see, what is Insane doing? No, he can't catch up to him. So GranaDy will eventually win this round here with a 51.22. Great time by him. And we have, yeah, now a little bit, not of a gap, but GranaDy is coming closer towards Marius, who really played well on the prior map. And now is only 3 points away. So let's go with the next round here. Lars not with the best start. Ins also sloppy approach into the ice section there, into the bobsleigh, and also making a mistake there. So he steered a little bit too much, and therefore your car will lose grip. So this was definitely not good. But still, he is it's not good for him because he's at 19 points. He has to push it, and also those second places are not really worth much for him. On the other end, as we see Marius, second place for him would be perfect, since he will increase his gap towards the third or fourth place. And he's doing just that. As we see, GranaDy is on another level here in this round. Will it be a 50 time, or this is a bang of a time, a 50.85. Great time. And Marius with a 51.26 has to settle in second place. Alright. So, lead swap here. GranaDy is now in the lead. Marius in second. And then we have Lars finding himself 11 points behind Marius. So, great performance from all the German players here. But Insane again with the same mistake in this section. This is not good for him. Didn't really find the groove here. But maybe the other maps. So, we still have map 1 and 4. Who will be played. Maybe they suit him a bit better. GranaDy looking also strong. Beautiful nose slide there from GranaDy. Accumulates a lot of speed. You can see his gap is increasing, but also Marius got it rather good, I would say. And now Lars is pushing it, but he has misaligned his car there and therefore has to go with that third place. GranaDy again in first with a good time. There's a 51.07, and then Marius behind have a second with a point 54, getting himself 6 points. So it's the placement here as it is in the leaderboard. Nothing has changed, only the gaps have increased. But now we're gonna go with one more round, and then we have the next round coming up. The next map coming up. Pardon me. Oh, that was not good by Insane. He drifted away again, the 3rd time in a row. Ah, this is not good for him. He's really losing a lot of points with that. And you can see that GranaDy, Lars and Marius are really capitalizing from that. Lars is, however, in need of some big boy points. But they are always occupied by GranaDy here, as you can see. Oh, Lars again with that mistake. So he is making a lot of mistakes in that section, similar as Ins in the beginning here. But let's see. Oh, Marius with a good amount of speed, but it's not enough. GranaDy will remain in first. Marius again in second place. And this means that GranaDy is now up to 63 points and Marius at 54. But yeah, Marius came really close there. But now we have the next map, which will be either map 1 or map 4. I guess map 4. Come on. Scheiße. So the map order is 2, 3, 1, 4. All right. Very nice. Ah, my throat, man. It was a triple finalist, but there was a little bit of an issue. Where we had an immediate warm-up and everything. Maybe you have to rewatch it. It was maybe my mistake, but all good. I mean, I didn't put out any rules or so. I was too... Yeah, not too busy, but I just didn't want to do it because everyone knows how to do a tournament here. But yeah, map 1. Loudest, GranaDy, Dog, top 3. So GranaDy, the only player here out of those players who have a top 3 time in the local records. Jector also with a very good time. Nice to see that. And yeah, GranaDy now winning the warm-up with a 54.34. Great time. Okay, into the first round we go. Into the first round we go here. Let's go and spectate Insane, because he has struggled a bit here in the last couple of matches, or like on the last map, let's say like that. And right now it's looking good for him. Didn't get the best landing in the slope, and therefore Marius will overtake him. And GranaDy still remains in the lead. Good turn here from him. Oh, goes super close there to the wall. Was able to stabilize his car. But that was super close. That was super, super close for him. But it's still enough. Okay, I wanted to do it like that. Yeah. Okay, the car is getting ghosty when they are nearby. So that's okay. Okay, Insane with a lot of speed. GranaDy, however, oh my god, Insane! Oh, that was so close. Insane almost got that, but what a great round. What a risk. What a madman that was. What a mad ending from Insane. But he gets himself a 6-pointer, which will definitely help him. But he's at 34 points. That is almost nothing. That is almost nothing. Okay, into the next round we go. Oh, Insane and Lars almost touching the triangle there. Yo, what an insane line by Insane. Almost touching the triangle there, but now Lars is in last and Insane is in second place. Then we have Marius behind, drops a little bit behind, as you can see, concerning the speed. And GranaDy is now still again in first. He is unstoppable here, and this is maybe why he's one of the favorites. And he wins another one with a 54.14. Great time. Insane in second. Marius in third though, getting himself 4 points. And then Lars in last position, now up to 45 points. So Insane coming closer towards Marius and Lars ever so slightly. So what a triangle is this here. What do you mean, writer? Okay, good no slide by GranaDy. Greatly executed. That was pretty good from him. And now he's up into the lead. 600 of a second ahead of Marius. Then we have Lars and Insane. Let's see. Insane in last. He won't have a saying here, as well as Lars, who has made a mistake. So, not a flawless round for them. Marius versus GranaDy. Again, a very, like, old-fashioned matchup here. Let's say it like that. GranaDy versus Marius has some tradition here in this match, since Insane and Lars can't keep up with the pace of GranaDy at least. I don't have numpad buttons. So 93 points for GranaDy. He is 25 points ahead. And it is safe to say, or it's most likely safe to say, that he is getting finals first. And that he eventually can win this thing first and qualifies himself to the grand final. But there is also the possibility that someone like Insane or Lars or even Marius, I mean not even, but one of them deny him, and he just feels the pressure. As we can see, Marius is in first place, and he could deny him already the final status because he's at 93 points, and 93 points means that he needs a first place to get himself the final status here. The red name, GranaDy, is pushing it. Let's follow him here for the last stretch. GranaDy with the risk, and GranaDy will overtake Marius in the last section. What an ending by GranaDy. Oh no, 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 no. What a round by GranaDy, and therefore he is in finalist. He is in finalist. Great ending by GranaDy. Okay, 1 and 4. Yo, Cocoon, what's up? Okay, now I've fixed everything, right? Then I'm gonna do this. Warm up. Cancel. Boom. Let's do 15. Huh. We're gonna... For the final, I'm gonna go on random.org and we're gonna decide the map order there. Okay, so warm-up has ended. GranaDy with a good box set as well as Marius. And let's go. Let's go here. GranaDy finalists, so they have to deny them. They have to deny GranaDy the victory here. Else GranaDy's in the final and will accompany Elcon and Worker to the grand final here. So, looking good for GranaDy, since we have already seen Ins making a mistake. Oh, no, never mind. I mean, Lars making a mistake. And, oh, GranaDy with a good line. Gets himself a lot of speed here. Look at that. And Marius has to push it here if he wants to deny him. But Marius is in a favorable place of just saving it and getting himself 6 points or so, since he is more than 20 points ahead of Lars, who is right now 3 seconds behind. Okay, let's see what is Inns doing in the ending. He has definitely to push it. Good. Oh, good double neo slide by Insane. Look at that. Insane with a lot of speed, and he will overtake him. Now the Bucks that will decide it. Inns with a good approach, but also GranaDy did it good, and GranaDy will overtake him in the end. And GranaDy will qualify to the grand final. Well played. Wow, what an ending by GranaDy. Holy moly. So we have 3 finalists already, and 1 person can still accompany Worker, GranaDy, and Elcon in the grand final. But the question is, can someone stop Marius, who's really shining on those tracks? Playing super good here. I just have to say that. And now he is in the lead and looks like to get himself a 10-pointer. Looking really good. Point 34 ahead. 35, pardon me. But didn't get the best transition, so you can hear the engine sounds in the background. And Insane coming a bit closer. Never mind, actually. But now with that double neo slide, he will certainly have a little bit more speed than Marius. But Marius did it very good as well. Now the ending. Marius with a perfect jump, very diagonal, and therefore gets himself the first place. Greatly done. Actually, I did the double neo as well there. That was my intention. So Marius in first, Insane in second, and Lars last. And now they are tied for third place and 29 points away from Marius, who's at 88 points. Too bad that he's not at 89. But look at this Lars start. Very great start from the German player here. Greatly done. Also, this transition didn't look too shabby for him. So Lars has to press B for boost now. But Marius is coming closer and closer towards that finalist mode. This is not looking good in that case here for Marius. For Lars, I mean, and for Inns. Because Marius is now in the lead again. Great section here for him again. But he has no speed, and Inns and Lars will overtake him. So Marius could only get himself 4 points in this round. When Lars and Insane will survive that. Oh, Inns with a mistake. Oh no, it's happening again. Oh no, Inns. Like in the... Oh no, Inns. Insy Boy, das kann doch nicht wahr sein, ey. Mann, ey. Inns, konzentrier dich, auf geht's. Because now, so I said, Inns, come on, focus, man. You can do it. But I just had to think about the other cup I hosted when I hit 1,000 followers. And yeah, Inns just has to focus here. He has to focus. He's a very good player, a very fast player. But his head is standing in his way. Whoa! Oh my god, man. Holy shit, that was fucking loud. Oh my god, man. So Marius is in the lead, and he needs a first or second place to get himself into the finalist mode. And then he needs to get one more victory in order to go into the final, into the grand final. Inns versus Marius here. Inns is in the lead, and he can make it happen. Double neo slide. Oh, very greatly executed. That was almost perfect. Very good. Very greatly done by him. Inns jumping too far to the left. Never mind. Good ending, and Inns will stay in first. But nonetheless, Marius will get himself into the finalist mode because he has hit exactly 100 points. So, Inns now up to 73 points as well as Lars. And now we have map 2 coming up again. So the first rotation is starting again. Only 15 seconds of warm-up. Good luck to the players. So 15 seconds of warm-up and then we are live for Marius' first finals attempt. Lars and Insane are a considerable amount away of reaching the finals mode, and I know, it seems for me that Marius was pretty good on this track. So good luck to the players. First finals attempt for Marius. Can he make it happen? Lars almost has touched there. Ins with a very good start. Look at that. Also a good nose side section in this part. And yeah, Ins is 0.5 ahead. He just has to hold it. He just has to hold it. Just don't make any mistakes. Marius is pushing it, so he has nothing to lose. But then we have also Lars, who is in dire need of some points. But Ins is looking strong here to take that first 10-pointer on the new rotation. Or on the next rotation here. Yeah, looking good for Ins. And he is jumping. Oh my god. I thought he has choked it. What the hell, man. Ins jumping so far up. And Ins getting himself the valuable 10 points here. But still, he needs to deny, or they need to deny Marius numerous amount of times in order to have a chance to qualify to the grand final. Ins with a good start as well as Lars. Marius is struggling. He's 0.8 behind. So this is not good. I mean, he went for the more outside approach, but still. Marius is super far behind. 0.3 of a second. He has to risk it here. Oh, no one makes a mistake here. Marius with a good section. Good apex over this turn. But Lars and Insane also did it very good. Oh no, Marius also with a lot of airtime, so he's not using his second finals attempt as well, unless Ins will make a mistake. Please don't give me flashbacks. Ins with a good approach here, jumps super far, but Marius risking it, and Marius is taking it. What was this handling by Marius? Wow. What? Marius, hallo? Marius 5 risk? Junge! Junge Marius, Alter. Übertreib mal.